Hi, my name is Melissa Daniels and I have strabismus. Strabismus is when your eyes are not pointing in the same direction and your brain doesn't really know how to use them together. Now, this is not something that can't be worked on or improved, and that is why my eyes are mostly straight at this point in my life, because I've been through years of vision therapy and a surgery. And one of the big things that people are constantly asking me is, when did you know it was time for surgery? How did you know, you'd gone as far as you could in vision therapy and surgery was the next step? And while this is a super personal decision for you that is between you and your doctors and your child or whoever's involved, I do think that there are some things to consider before jumping into surgery. And I'm gonna go through those today, different vision therapy exercises and techniques that you should use before trying surgery. Of course, you're going to check with your doctor and all of that to make sure that that's the right fit for you, but just in general, these are some ideas. Now, before I jump into that, I just wanted to mention that I do have a lot of information and products and things that could help you along the way over at learn.strabismussolutions.com. There's some free downloads that can help you decide between surgery and vision therapy. There are some different fun exercises. There's a course called Mastering Peripheral, and you can also schedule a Zoom call with me and we can talk about all of this over Zoom. In some of those Zoom calls, I get to talk to people who've been in vision therapy for years, and then they start deciding, maybe vision therapy isn't working, maybe I should try surgery. And so they're trying to figure out how to balance the benefits of vision therapy and surgery and how they should combine them to help get their eyes straight. And just a quick personal note for me, part of that decision for me was spiritual. I just felt like I prayed about it and I felt like God was saying surgery is your next step. So that was a big part of it. I also was told by my optometrist who was doing my vision therapy, he said, I think we've gotten you as far as we're going to get you with vision therapy. Let's try surgery and then more vision therapy after. So between that and my own feelings and the idea that I had plateaued, I'd been in vision therapy for 18 months. We've tried a lot of different things and I'd stopped making progress. And so that's why we decided ultimately that it was time for me to have strabismus surgery. I definitely at this point felt like a failure. When I decided I was going to have surgery, I felt like a sellout. Felt like, the vision therapy community is going to be so upset with me because I'm supposed to be the Sue Berry, this amazing success story that never needed surgery, and now I'm failing because I have to have the surgery. And this is, it was really hard for me emotionally to make that decision because I felt like such a quitter. And now that I'm past that, I can see that no, I'm not a quitter. I'm using all of the different specialties together to get my best result, because mine is kind of a complicated case. And if you have been in vision therapy for a couple of years and you're thinking about surgery, you're probably a complicated case too. And sometimes those complicated cases need multiple professionals and specialists helping you get the ultimate result that you can get. So, of course, there are things that I would say you should try before doing surgery. And some of these I didn't get a chance to try because they weren't offered in my area. And there's a part of me that for sure is like, what if? If I had been able to try this before surgery, what if I wouldn't have needed the surgery at all? And I have to just quiet that part of my brain and say, yeah, but it wasn't. So this is where we're at right now. And this is where we are moving forward. But these are the things that, I made a list of the things. This is what you should make sure you try before the surgery. So first of all, this should be pretty obvious by now. I'm very pro vision therapy. So you should definitely do vision therapy before surgery. And I'm not saying 3 months of vision therapy. That's not really going to make a huge difference for somebody with strabismus. Maybe a unique rare case will make a lot of progress in that time. But most people with strabismus are going to need at least a year of vision therapy. And some people need more than that, but I would say give it at least a year of vision therapy where you're doing home exercises every day, you're going into the office, you're at a specialized clinic before doing surgery, because your brain can make a lot of changes and that might change the degree of your eye turn. It will help your brain fuse those eyes together so that when you do have surgery, your brain is more accepting of eyes in a straight position. So I would say give it at least a year unless, your doctors say otherwise. Okay, this it probably should have been before vision therapy, glasses. That's pretty obvious. A lot of times there's different types of strabismus that can be caused by different prescription problems, differences between the eyes, amblyopia, all these different things, and you can correct it with glasses. So definitely try the glasses again. Give it some time. This is not going to be something that happens overnight. Okay, now within vision therapy, there are a lot of different types of vision therapy offices. Some are really into the tech, and some are super anti-tech, and some are into like the voodoo, and like they're all great. Like I love them all, and I think they all have something to offer. And I think trying a little bit of all of it is important. So first, I would say you've got to do Syntonics before surgery. Syntonics is like a light therapy, and it feels pretty voodoo. But there are some crazy success stories and results that come from Syntonics. And you're basically looking at a light through filters. And these filters are kind of like glasses that have a certain color on them. And this filters what your brain is seeing. It's filtering through all the light waves that are coming in. And it can kind of reset your neurological system, reset your brain. It can do a lot of really interesting things. Does it always work? No. But does it sometimes? Yeah. So it could be the thing that works for you. So I would say there's a lot of different ways to do Syntonics, but go to an office that's really good at Syntonics and try Syntonics with your vision therapy beforehand. Okay, another cool thing that I've seen a lot of people have success with is binasal occlusion. So that is when you've got glasses and the doctor does all his tests, the optometrist, and he puts a little tape. This is mostly for esotropia, patients whose eyes are turning in. They'll put that tape there, and that can sometimes help widen out the eyes, help the eyes stay more straight, help you be more peripherally aware, helps with some of that central fusion stuff going on. I'm not going to go into all the details, but it's something to definitely try, especially if your eyes are turning in. Okay, another one, and again, like some doctors think Syntonics is dumb, some doctors think technology is dumb, but I would say if you've tried all the voodoo and that's not giving you good results, try the technology route. I was able to get a lot of really great success through technology, things like Vivid Vision or virtual reality. There's a lot of programs. You've got Equal Eyes, you've got Vivid Vision, Optics Trainer. I can put links for those different programs in the notes. I go more into detail. Those can be really powerful in getting your brain to accept both eyes working together. Similarly, there's different programs in offices that are more techy. You've got this program called VTS4. It's basically a 3D TV, different exercises that can be done in 3D. So there's a lot of different technology. And so if you haven't done any technology, every single exercise has been in real space. That's a great way to do therapy, but try some computer exercises. Try some different things that are more virtual. See if maybe your brain locks onto that, and that can help you straighten your eyes and use them together. So I'm not saying that one is better and one is worse. They're both great for different people. And so you got to kind of try it all. Another thing that I would say you should try before surgery is diet changes. Diet changes can make a huge difference on your vision. And again, this feels kind of voodoo. I have a PDF that goes into this. It's free. It's a free download. It's called Eating for Stereopsis. You can get that at learn.strabismussolutions.com, and it's a very simplified version. There's so much you can do, so many different supplements you can take, and I'm not going to go into that in this video, but explore that. Your optometrist should know about that. If they don't, go on Google, look it up, try some different things. Try your diet changes. Try going off dairy. Try going off wheat. Try going off sugar, try increasing vegetable intake. There's all these different things that you can do, and it will directly impact your eyes. You'd be amazed at the changes that can be made. So another thing that you should think about is that if you're in an office that does everything on the computer and virtual reality and it's all really techy, make sure you try some real space activities. Are you doing work with, these are called vectograms. I feel like every vision therapy office should be using these types of exercises, sometimes in different ways, but like the principle's similar, that you're working with 3D targets in real space. So all these different areas can do different things for your brain. I would make sure you've given each of those areas a try before doing surgery. Now, let's say you're like, check, 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 check. I've done everything. I've done it all. I've gone, I've tried every single thing. And these are some of the people I talk to. They literally have tried all of the things on the list and they still are not able to bring their eyes straight and see with both eyes. Okay? Now, some people would say just keep doing vision therapy. Never, ever, ever have surgery. It'll ruin your eyes. There's all these things like, yeah, there could be side effects. And to me, it's totally worth it. But you have to remember, especially, it's a little easier if you are the person with strabismus, but if you are a parent of a child with strabismus, especially if it's a large angle eye turn, that is really challenging to go through life with your eyes looking like that. Okay? We can all say beauty's on the inside and you should be confident no matter what you look like. That's easy to say, especially if you're not the one with the eye turn. But it's hard. It's hard to focus on a conversation when your eyes are not straight and the other person's jumping between your eyes. I can't imagine what it's like for a little kid in school. Luckily, my eyes were straight enough that I didn't really get teased too much, but a lot of people get just teased mercilessly by their siblings, by their schoolmates. And this is just a little person with a really difficult cosmetic look with their eyes. And at some point, it's okay to say, we tried everything that we did with the vision therapy. We got as far as we could. Now we're going to accept we might not get perfect vision. This person, me, or my child might not get that perfect stereopsis. This might not be in the stars for him or her or me, but we can help them look cosmetically straight so that at least, even if they don't have the depth perception, at least they can look normal. I hate to use that word, okay, guys? I know, you can hate me. It's okay. That's fine. But I just want to appeal to that and just say it. It's the elephant in the room, right? That's part of it. And if you've done 6 years of vision therapy and nothing, and this kid is 12 years old and going into middle school, it's okay. It's okay to do that surgery. And you know what? This is the part that's really painful. It might not work. It might take 2 surgeries. There's no guarantee, but it's okay to say, we're going to try something else now. We're going to try to get those eyes straighter using surgery and then go back and do more vision therapy and see if we can get the brain using the eyes together 50% of the time, which is a lot better than 0. Right? You get the cosmetic look and 50% function. That's pretty dang good and a huge improvement on where you are right now. And so, is this the first thing I would try? Absolutely not. There's so many cases that don't need surgery that are able to get through with vision therapy. There's so many things to try. But if you've done all those things, it's okay to do surgery. And then you might be one of those amazing stories where you were never able to do any exercises in vision therapy, and then your eyes are straight and you can do the exercises. There's amazing stories, and I don't want to say it's that case for everybody because I want to be realistic. I don't want to feed you full of these fairy tales and then lead you up to disappointment. But I just want to empower you that you can make those take different steps. You don't have to just only listen to the vision therapy world. You don't have to just listen to the surgery world. You can find what's right for you or your child somewhere in the middle. Wow, I just went off on quite a soapbox, and I think you can probably tell I feel very passionately about this topic. I feel like the reason I wasn't able to have success with just vision therapy was because God needed somebody passionate about it like me that could be a voice in between the surgery and the vision therapy world, learning more about how to combine those 2 things together for the best possible result for people with strabismus. Now, if you want to talk to me more about it, you can definitely go sign up for a Zoom call over at learn.strabismussolutions.com. I will put that link in the description. Please let me know if you have any other questions in the comments, and I will try to answer them as quickly as possible. And I will see you in the next video.